good evening, good Saturday evening. I'm back here for the second time today with the video. Tonight what I'm going to do are some of my party favors. Yes, just some little finger foods that I enjoy and you might too, okay? We are going to do some bacon wrapped franks with a third ingredient. It's just a 3-ingredient dish, but it is the best. It will be the highlight of your party, I promise you. They're simple, but they're good. And I'm going to do some deviled eggs with some crab and bacon in it, okay? And we are also going to do some sliders. Yes, we're gonna do some hamburger sliders. You can put anything you want to put on it, okay? So let's get started with these party favorites of mine. Let's get started with these bacon wraps, these simple bacon wraps, but the best, and they take a little bit longer than anything else. Okay, so what I do is I buy beef franks, okay, or hot dogs, whatever it is you call them. I have not used the other franks, so I don't know. I only use beef, and I just take my franks, okay, and I cut them in 3 pieces. 3 pieces. Because remember, these are just little party foods, appetizers, okay? And I took a package of bacon, the long strip bacon, and I cut it into 3 pieces. Now, I had actually 4 because I cut the fat off of the ends. But I cut it into 3s, and I take my bacon, it's as simple as this, and I wrap the frank with the bacon, okay? Now, normally I will use a toothpick to seal it. I don't have any small toothpicks, so I'm just gonna go with the flow, lay it down where it wraps at, and it should be fine, okay? And I'm gonna finish wrapping these few here. And we're gonna put some brown sugar on them. Yes, that's what I said. Brown sugar. I've been making these franks for so many years. I make them for different parties, and I'm telling you, this is the best hors d'oeuvre, party food, finger food, whatever you want to call it, the best one there, okay? So I have just a few more here that we're going to wrap, and then we're going to spread our brown sugar on them. And we're going to put them in the oven on 350. Now, they're going to need to cook for about 45 minutes. You want that bacon to get crisp. You want it to get done. Okay, and I have one more here. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, and I'm going to wash my hands so we can put that brown sugar on there. All right, let's put our brown sugar on and be generous with the brown sugar. Yes. Okay, I just have some light brown sugar, nothing special, and we're gonna sprinkle it over our franks and bacon. Yes, and that's gonna melt and caramelize on top of these franks. When I tell you this is something good, a girlfriend, oh my gosh, so many years ago, maybe 25 years ago, made this simple recipe, and I've been making them ever since. Okay, I think I got them covered. All right, and we're going to put these, I want to show you them before I put them in the oven. And you're going to get that sweet and salty, sweet off of the brown sugar, salty off of that bacon. And the franks are good too. All right, these are going into the oven. 350. Just keep an eye on them. Okay, make sure they don't burn, but it should take about 45 minutes if I remember correctly. I'm gonna clean this up. We're gonna come back and we're gonna put those sliders together. All right, y'all, what I have here is some ground chuck, and it is 1.5 pounds, okay? And it's just me and my family here tonight, so we don't need a whole lot. Let me show you the ground chuck. Okay, this is what we're using. All right, that's really all I get is the chuck. It's kind of, you know, it's in between the sirloin and in between the 100% ground beef. So I choose to use this. It has a little bit of fat, but not too much. We're gonna put that in our bowl, and we're gonna put just a little bit of seasoning. I don't use a whole lot, okay, because you'll have your condiments for your guests to put on their sliders. So what I'm gonna do, I like fresh garlic in my hamburger meat. So I'm gonna take, I have a clove here, small clove, and I'm gonna take and I'm gonna cut it up. I usually have this done before I get on camera, y'all. But I hope it's okay. I take and I cut it up really, really fine, real fine. That breaks up real fine. Okay, so you're not biting down on large pieces of garlic, unless you're like me and you just really love garlic. I love it. Kind of hard with these gloves, but that's all right. We'll get it done. And then I'm gonna put a very small bit of onion in here. Very small bit. I'd rather have the garlic than the onions. Yeah, I move a lot faster without the gloves, but that's all right. Okay, so we have our garlic in, and see, I have just a small piece of onion I cut off of like a medium-sized onion. I cut that off, and I'm not even gonna use all of this. Just gonna use a little bit. I'm gonna dice it up in here as small as I can. I go that way, I go this way, and then I cut. Okay, very small amount. You cut your pieces small so they're not biting down on that either. And I don't cook with the sharpest knives. All right, that's good for me. Okay, if you want more, of course, put you some more in there. All right, we are going to, let's see, put a little salt. And I'll wash my containers down. I'm gonna put a little salt in our hamburger meat. All right, you use your judgment on how much you can use. Black pepper, of course. Some garlic, granulated garlic, and yes, I use both, the granulated and the fresh. And I'm gonna put a little bit of all-purpose in here. That's all I need in here as far as seasonings are concerned, okay? Now I will drop just a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. That's if I can find it. And let me tell you, I am cooking these burgers on this little skillet we have here in the kitchen. It is an electric skillet. And I will put the camera, I'm just gonna put just a couple of drops of this Worcestershire sauce. I'm not crazy about that in my food. Okay, and your sliders can be that simple. But of course, if it's something else you want in yours, put it in there. Now, I don't like to overmix my meat. I don't like little tough burgers, okay? And we're just gonna take and mix this up enough to get everything in here combined. Okay, that's all we need to do right there, right there. And then of course we take and we make our little patties. We're gonna make them small so that they'll fit our little buns. Okay, that's what a slider is. It's a small patty. Okay, small. All right. I'm gonna make these up. I want to show you that little skillet that I'm cooking on. Now you can cook these, of course, outside if you want to. It's late, so we're not going out there, and we don't have many to cook anyway. So we cook a lot on this little inside grill, and we just plug it in the wall. I sit it on the stove when I use it. And my husband cooks on it all the time when he cooks for us. And they may not all be the same size, and that's okay too. All right. Not using anything to measure them out. I'm just making them. Okay. And you can have some excellent condiments. Just come up with some good condiments. Yes. I have some mushrooms left here. Hush, hush. I have some mushrooms left here that I'm gonna put on that grill as well. I'm gonna put some onions on here. I'm sorry about that, y'all. Y'all hear my dog, but nobody else in the house hears him, unfortunately. Nobody else hears him. Okay. We have 2 more, and that's it. We'll take, and I'm going to show you the little grill. And while these are cooking on that grill, we'll go ahead on and put our eggs together. Okay, I already have the eggs cooked, and I'll show you what I'm putting in my deviled eggs, but I will be right back. I'm going to get these on the grill. All right, y'all, I have my little patties here on my grill. I just wanted to show you the grill. Right here on my stove, yes, and it is plugged into the wall. Yes, ma'am. It is plugged into the wall. It won't take these long. Nope. In fact, they're already almost ready to turn. So we're going to go ahead and get started on these eggs. All right. While those burgers, they're still cooking. They don't have too much longer to go. We're going to go ahead on and mix these eggs up real quick. All right, I'm just checking on the burgers, Okay, so what I have here, I have some shrimp that I boiled and cut up. Okay, I cut them up real small to go in our deviled eggs. I also have 4.5 strips of bacon. We're going to chop that up to go in our eggs. I have some paprika, which I'm going to go ahead on and sprinkle some of that in here. Let me show you my eggs. And this is not smoked paprika, okay? These are my egg yolks. And I think you can see my eggs. I've already opened them, taken out my egg yolks, okay? I'm going to put some sweet relish. Sweet salad cubes is what that is, I think. Yeah, it is, because that's normally what I buy. I like to put that into my deviled eggs. Okay. Oh, I know what I didn't get, the mustard. Gotta have mustard in our deviled eggs, right? Okay, so that's our sweet pickles. And before I put anything else in here, I'm gonna go ahead on. I'm supposed to break up my egg yolks, y'all. Just moving kind of fast, but this is quick to put together. You know, the bacon Frank wraps, they're quick to put together. It just takes a little bit longer to cook, but all of this is very quick to put together. You can do it a couple of hours before your guests arrive, and it's done. The Franks, if you want to do it the night before your Franks, you can go ahead on and wrap them. Put them in the fridge, cover them up, put them in the oven about an hour before your guests come. Of course, you can fix your eggs the night before. Now your sliders, I don't know if you're good about cooking it and then heating it up the next day, but you know, that's up to you. But they are quick. They are quick. Okay, so I've gotten these eggs pretty much mashed up. Okay, y'all, while you're there, I'm going to take these hamburgers off, these little bitty burgers off the grill because they are done. They are done. Yes, I'm gonna leave that biggest one on there just for another second or so. Okay, so we come back to our eggs. I'm gonna drop in my shrimp. And this is probably gonna make more filling than we have eggs, and that's okay. I always say you can eat it on a cracker. Yes, devil eggs is good any way you eat them. Mustard, let me get my mustard. Always kind of gotta look for stuff, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay. Got some mustard. Put some of that on there. Let me take this off of here so I don't have to worry about it. I'm gonna drop, I told you I had some mushrooms left over. I'm gonna drop them on the grill. And I also want to put a piece of this onion on there, but I'll do that in just a little bit. I'll do that in a bit. Let's get these eggs done. Turn these down. Okay. All right. We are going to take our bacon. Yes. I cleaned off my cutting board, y'all. Yes, I did. Put this in the garbage. I'm going to take our bacon and cut it up. I don't know that I need it all. Here, baby girl. You're welcome. Come on, take it. Okay, so we're going to take the bacon and just cut it. You want to cut it up kind of small. You don't want it too big in your deviled eggs. Oh, this is not as much as I thought it was going to be. Okay. Okay, we got our bacon cut up. Now, you can use bacon bits that you buy if you choose to do so. But I always like to use the real thing if I can. Okay. Oh, this is going to be some good snacking tonight, y'all. Good snacking. We're not even having a party. Okay, let me get rid of this so we can focus on these eggs. Yes, clean my hands off. Okay. All right, y'all, we're getting there. A few more ingredients. I'm going to drop a smidgen of salt. Just a smidgen of salt. I'm going to put our mayonnaise in. And you can start with the little and work your way up. Okay, that's about empty there. My hands. Okay, I'm gonna put in a little bit of mustard for that tang, right? That's about 2 tablespoons. Okay, want that little tang in there. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. That looks good already. Those bacon bits and those shrimp. Oh my goodness gracious. Your company will, oh my goodness. And believe me, when they leave, it won't be anything left. Nope. Won't be anything left. Okay. So now we can take and start putting this into our eggs. Look at that. I got just the amount of mayonnaise I want. Mustard. I'm going to taste it. Turn the fire down so low the mushrooms aren't cooking. Okay, let's see what we got here. Yes, ma'am. That is good. I can use a smidge more salt. Pinch more. And I think I've got everything in here that I want. Okay, and then we just take and we start filling our eggs. I'm not fancy with it. I don't use a bag or anything. I just put my eggs in there. My filling inside of my egg. Just put it in there. This is for us at home. Okay, I'm going to continue to fill these. And when I come back, I'm going to show you my sliders. Okay, and my eggs that has come together. Those franks are still in the oven, but I told you they take a little while. I'll set my timer here. Okay, I will be right back to show you my eggs. All right, y'all, I just wanted you to get a quick glimpse. These are our little slider burgers. Okay, and I put some onions and mushrooms here on the grill. I know it's splashed up quite a bit, and that's okay. And be cleaned up before your guests get there, right? Yes. So we're just going to let these cook just a little bit. So if they want to put these on top of their sliders, they'll be cooked a little bit. Now I like raw onions on my burger, but I will eat them cooked. Okay, and the only thing I put on here was a little bit of olive oil, extra virgin olive oil is what I'm cooking with. Even my sliders, I put just a little bit, enough to wet the bottom of this skillet. Okay, I'll be back. All right, y'all, I am back. Yes, I am. I toasted I have some potato bread buns. Look at these franks. They are gorgeous. That is just how you want them. I'm going to sit them here on this paper towel. I have my eggs here, and don't worry about that juice in the bottom of this pan, okay? Yes, that just makes them ooey and gooey and good. I'm telling you, you try these franks, you're going to be like, where have these franks been all of my life? Yes. The bacon is done. It is crispy. Yes. I'll eventually take them all out of here. Ooh, they're hot though. They just came out of the oven and they did cook, and for about, I guess, an hour, if that long. My goodness gravy. Okay, the pan is getting a little bit too hot for me here. Yes, and if you can see my buns, I'm going to turn you around. Oh, you can see my buns. I put the buns on the grill too. I didn't put anything on them. Just sat them on that residual oil that was on there to just give them a little crispy texture. I have my onions and mushrooms here. Yes. Okay, and you put your little condiments out. I have some mayonnaise. I'm trying a new mayonnaise. I've never had it before. It's a mayonnaise with lime. So I'm trying that tonight. I have some ketchup and I have some spicy mustard, but you use any condiment you want. See those beautiful eggs there? And we have our burgers. Yes, I want the really crunchy one right here. Yes, look at that, y'all. And you take and put whatever you want on it. I want to try this mayonnaise. Yes, right here. I definitely want some. I know I'm sticking this knife into everything, and that's okay. It's just us. Yes, it is just us. I want some of those onions. We'll put a mushroom on here. We'll put a little bit of onions. Look at that. Slider. Yes. You know I'm coming around. I'm coming around. Sorry, y'all. These are some good party appetizers. I'm gonna taste this slider. Oh yeah. Look at that burger. It's not overcooked. I guess I need a plate or a napkin or something. We are going to enjoy these. So thank you for watching me. Oh my goodness, thank you. And these Franks, I would taste them. I know what they taste like. They're too hot for me to bite into. And these deviled eggs, I know they are good because I've tried one already tonight. We're getting ready to eat. But thank you again for joining me. Please remember to like my videos, y'all. That button right up under the video if you like it, okay? I need you to do that. Share. If you know somebody that wants to cook, okay? Comment to me and subscribe if you have not, okay? Thank you so much. I will see you real soon on my next video. Bye-bye.